Hello, my name is Sean Lorenz and I will be walking you through this case study analysis. We will be examining two case studies that deal with the personality characteristics acting on conflict management and resolution. The first study was conducted by Khalid, Fatima, and Khan and published in 2015. The researchers primarily wanted to understand if there was any correlation between personality type and conflict management. The researchers primarily wanted to understand if there was any correlation between personality type and conflict management style among a group of bankers in Lahore, Pakistan. Secondly, they were also interested in determining if there were any gender-based differences in these conflict management styles. The second case that will be presented was authored by Young, Fung, and Chan and published in 2015. This case, the authors are looking for age-based determinants of conflict management. They were seeking to explain the increasing friction between older and younger managers within the Hong Kong business community. They hoped to recommend strategies that would benefit cross-generational working relationships. Now, the critical issues at heart in both studies is that unresolved conflict can wreak havoc on an organization. And if conflict management styles are directly linked to genetic and physical differences, specifically personality, gender, and age, then integrating these styles will not happen naturally. Also, conflict management is not simply a relational issue, because tumultuous work environments are not productive work environments. There are 5 core personality traits that anchor the research of Khalid, Fatima, and Khan. They are extroversion, agreeableness, conscientiousness, neuroticism, and openness to experience. While the researchers did not find any significant gender-based differences in conflict management style, they did determine that certain personalities are drawn to certain styles. In general, those who were extroverted or displayed openness to experience traits preferred to integrate their management styles. In other words, these personalities sought to be pragmatic about conflict resolution. They wanted to bring everyone to the table, so to speak. But as personalities got more extreme, for example, as one got more agreeable or more open to experience, the more they would exhibit the avoidance conflict management style. It was also found that bankers with neurotic personalities were far less likely to compromise or try and integrate other styles. Let's put it in more simplistic terms. If your personality falls predominantly into one category, you tend to exercise a much less pragmatic conflict style. You either tend to avoid conflict resolution if you are extremely open or agreeable, or you are uncompromising in your positions if your personality is predominantly neurotic. The researchers leave us as that. They do not present any real solutions to integrating these styles. Rather, they just show that there are direct connections between personality and conflict management. I'll come back to this later, but first let's examine our second case. Young, Fung, and Chan use a very similar personality scale in their study, as Khalid, Fatima, and Khan did in theirs. They also broke personality down into 5 categories: integrating, avoiding, dominating, obliging, and compromising. But they also went one step further. They linked conflict management style to goal interdependence. They argue that goal interdependence might have more effect on conflict management style than personality. They also argue that every individual enters conflict with either the goal of cooperation, competition, or interdependence. Someone with the goal of competition is going to see their conflict partner's goal in direct competition to their own. In other words, one party's success is another's failure. This creates a conflict style that tends to be dominating and destructive. On the other end of the spectrum, an independent goal individual perceives their goals as unrelated to that of their conflict partner. This usually results in more passive and avoidant conflict styles. Young, Fung, and Chan found that these goal orientations are directly linked to age. They found that older managers have more cooperative goals and younger managers have more competition-based goals. This creates a unique conflict between the generations, a literal generation gap. Younger employees approach conflict resolution very actively and experience passive styles as relationally disruptive. Older employees seem to prefer the avoidant style, and avoiding conflict does not have a negative psychological effect on them. It is easy to see how these two styles can create very divisive workplace scenarios. So, what can we learn from these cases about the components of human behavior in management practice? Primarily, conflict management styles are often determined by much more than an individual's choice. In fact, for the untrained manager, conflict management may be more of a reaction than an action. We also see that personality is just part of a larger puzzle that also includes race, gender, age, and culture. The Young, Fung, and Chan study also reassures us that although our conflict styles might be deeply ingrained, a well-trained manager who is aware of these characteristics can help employees integrate other styles effectively.